Hey guys, how are you? It's great to be here. It's Ilan Yitzhak here, joining from the north of Israel, from Sfat, the holy city of Sfat. And sorry I've been away for so long. I had so many dreams and aspirations to make so many videos on this channel and to expand, Mishkan Shalom, but you make plans and then God and life has other plans for you. Why have I been away for so long? It's not only because of college and a lot of work that I've had, but I wanted to open up because these past months have been, some of the most difficult months of my life. They really have. And I know it can be hard for some people to open up, but I've learned so much, and I feel like I need to share some of my experiences. And those who know me since a little kid know that I've always had a lot of issues with sleep. I've had insomnia, phases of insomnia, and in the past months it really hit me, and it dragged on for very long, for months and months on end. And to those that have ever dealt with insomnia, we most of us just fall asleep, just go to bed and forget everything, and we don't realize that we've all had, I guess, bouts of exhaustion. We've all been exhausted in our lives, and we know how that feels, and how hard it is to just be a functional, normal human being. When this goes on for months and months on end, then you can start falling into very dark places. Everything that you thought was normal in your normal schedule, your normal lifestyle, even the way you look, starts to change and to fray at the edges, and it can be very scary. And you feel like, wow, life is beyond me right now. I'm trying so hard and I can't just be a normal human being, It can be very scary and very difficult. Especially when you have a lot of responsibilities and you have things that you want to fight for and dream for. Now that I'm here, I can tell you all that I'm healing and I'm feeling much better. What a beautiful lesson it's all been. And there's so much Torah that has come out of it, because in the pits of the darkness, turn to the only thing I really knew how to turn to, that inner voice that has been guiding me since I've been a young teen. And has led me through so many ups and downs, and has led me to so many beautiful places and beautiful moments. And that's what I would call God. Because we grew up in the West, and I grew up thinking of God as a certain archetype and characteristic of God. It's this old man in the sky. And it's ludicrous. But when you really, really try to find truth and look into yourself and find that there's a reality that is beyond the waves of time. That there's a reality and an essence that is beyond the highs and lows and the instabilities of this world, of all temporal things. So there's this book, it's called Transforming Darkness into Light, Kabbalah and Psychology by Rabbi Yitzhak Ginsburg. He's a big rabbi who lives here in Israel. And he writes this phrase, which I love and I want to share, which is, "For whereas everything else owes its existence to God, God's existence does not depend on anything else." It's very deep, and we need to understand this, because all of us have a part and portion in God. And we're all source in this reality above this world. We all have a source in this place which is not dependent on anything else. And although we make our joy so dependent on so many different things. If we get this job and that job, if we have these friends or those friends, we get this like or that status or that status. Even within religious life, if we learn X number amount of books, if we pray this or that, well, then I'll be happy, then I'll be happy, then I'll be happy. All of this is temporal. All of this is dependent on this world. Although a lot of these things are important, this world is very important. These moments of darkness teach you is that we are transcendent, and there's a part of us that, if you look deep within and you really attach to yourself, it's all about deep self-love and self-acceptance. There's a part of us that is always with us. And that part is one with God, is one with ourselves, deep within. And that it's not dependent on this day or that day, the stocks that went up or the stocks that went down. And finding this is where we start to heal from this point, the healing of a generation that is so lost, and this generation that has to deal with corona and with politics and with lies and with social media and with so much, But if we listen to the words of Rebbe Nachman, which was a rabbi which I also became very close to during my time, during this time, and who is I believe the great grandson of the Baal Shem Tov, or the grandson, correct me if I'm wrong, was the founder of Hasidus, the inner essence of the Torah, who explains that the Torah and the Jewish laws can really help explain our personal connection to God. He says, he has this catchphrase, which is, every descent is for the ascent. Meaning every challenge and everything that we go through, every darkness, every fall, every bout of depression, of anxiety, of anything, of loss, it's all to bring us closer to this place of attachment to the eternal, and to build our inner self. Because in the West, there's no... Sorry, there was a little glitch there. I had to edit it, but I was saying, in the West, there's no purpose for our challenges. Right? Everything is just kind of goes by random, by biological consequences and cause and effect. Of course, we can't deny that environment and biology and health and diet, all these things are so important, and they all have an effect. We don't realize is that there's a larger perspective, a larger panoramic view that is moral and spiritual. Just like a seed when it's growing from the earth and it has to go through rocks and difficult places and constraints to grow and flourish, so too in the spiritual and moral planes, there's direction, and there's flow, and there's growth. And there's a flourished state that we're all trying to get to, which is peace, which is completion, shleimut in Hebrew, which is also the root for shalom, they're related, which is peace. This is what the prophets had so clear in their mind. And so this then is faith. Know that even in the darkness we're going to reach, and that even in the constraints and the rocks, we're reaching towards our spiritual flourish state. So anyways, I bless us that, we pray every day that we shouldn't have challenges, and that should be easy, and that we can learn and grow in the right and beautiful way. But sometimes we have to go through these challenges, and we have to know when we're there that we're not alone, and that most of the world, although sometimes they hide it, everyone has been through this. Especially those that are growing up, and as we become an adult, it's part of life, it's part of growth, and that's what I've understood. And I'm still working through it, and I'm trying to internalize a lot of things, and I still have my ups and downs, like everyone. Hopefully, if we can create a network of people, it doesn't have to be one channel or two channels, but a spiritual, mental connection between people to see the good and to know that we're together and we can pull ourselves and grow, and it can be much easier. So I bless us that we can, ways that we can keep in contact, and if there's any comments or feedback or people that want to share their stories and share their Torah, and I don't know what my own path is either. I'm trying to figure that out too, and what I'm going to do. And here in Israel, I'm learning full-time in Torah and trying to find my own truth every day, and trying to help make this world a more beautiful place in any way you can. All of us have the tools to do that. The Torah is the tool to do that. The mitzvahs are the tool to do that. A smile. So anyways, I bless you guys that you may have a beautiful week, and hopefully I can share more of my Torah and share with you guys some of the things I've gone through. So thank you so much.